beyond what the eye can see, and the mind can grasp. A war is raging.
The elements failed to be aligned. Fire was raging above the creature. He kept us in a bind. Its wings soared across the skies. The majority of our population began to die. It dropped meteorites as a part of its demonic flight. I knew in my head things would change, turning what we knew into dust. Of course, it was a lack of trust. Everything around me burned as the blood began to turn. Something was off, but nothing was wrong, as it was an act of fate. A veil so blackened, convoluted the rouge. Desire morphed into morbid curiosities. It seeped the ferocity, it lacked the velocity, but the Godhead, he played its part. Painted our distorted figure as if it were art. We had no control, grasped our soul, collided two worlds together, reality now astral. A different plane of existence, none of us could fin that persistence, but we had to fight and create resistance. Others raised their weapons, I raised my spirit, knowing to become what they were was the path, for I didn't fear it. However, when the curtains came to a close, I kept my move, pursuing something else, something malevolent, a more lasting form of beguilement. A simulated realm free of fixation, expression imperfect yet perfect. The opposite of delicate, but with a sense of etiquette. Some call it arrogant, but to me it was elegance. A newly conceived form of biological development, an apex concerning the four elements, ancient knowledge, a column like exigent. Words are my only requisite, coming from the blackened heart to show exquisite. Though destructive, it was quite exquisite, livid, ravishing of norms, a variety of endless forms. I'm only one, but expect to swarm. Thus the swarm it was, my skin separated like particles of dust, creating a cloud of blood, dried up but engraved on wood, an esoteric semblance of cravings unknown. My projected image became the only one known, a symbol that resembled the lively mass of flesh, an endless throw of limbs in excess. I gazed at what I've done, knowing from here my very being would be shunned of what I've become, demonic in nature, unloved. Through a new spiritual state, my mind was arrayed, but as I traversed this new plane, I knew there was more knowledge to be drained, so I shifted through worlds, unimaginable lands where my mere presence caused strain. Through one look beyond time, and it occurred I haven't seen the grain, but there were more in the same vein, untouched by the multi-tentacle claw of humanity, for they still possess sanity. Their will was weak with atrophy, as mine, blessed of alchemy. Endured, ensured my wisdom was secured. I began to dabble in these worlds. I soon realized the only satisfaction was the law of attraction. These beings untouched, my reign begun. The warp chose a new avatar as their old ones fell weak. The future seemed bleak. It was nothing but a scathing whisk of cosmic dominion that I meant to seek. This new form, consumption was survival. A new warp was forged, and thus was my arrival.